shop, baby.
Oh, so what do we do there? Are you going up? Love shop.
Oh, look at that.
Well, I always just naturally go to that, but I can
Go for it. I don't care.
Hey, welcome to Crafty Music Tips. Thank you to Darren for having us out here on this lovely front porch. This is...
It's a pretty good view, isn't it?
Oh,
This is the valley.
if only you could get a nice view, though.
We've yet to do an actual song out on this because it does sort of bounce down the range, and I know the neighbours would definitely hear it. But maybe a little sort of jazzy.
Oh, yeah.
Put a huge rug down and maybe a little bit of brushes and perhaps.
We want song suggestions for what would be the best out on Darren's front porch.
We'll do it during the day, and hey, we could actually do it when it's raining. It's still a great view, isn't it? So it's fantastic out here.
Yeah. So we're talking about Love Shack.
Yes.
So out of all of the songs, Love Shack.
Yeah, see, I wasn't going to do this song. It was really on the never going to do list. It was
Never
really.
gonna do Love Shack.
Oh, there's another song that's on the never going to do, but maybe it should be done as well. Look, Singing Live really started as something and has evolved into maybe something slightly different. Because the fans really have been directing us. And I've just got so many messages and, you know, so many emails and comments and stuff where people talk about songs. They don't just request songs, but they really want songs that make them feel a certain way because of a certain time. I mean, we're not doing modern songs. So we're doing songs that are, you know, 30, 40, 50 years old. So obviously, when they hear the song, it's a memory, it's a something about, I don't think the song gets judged so much, you know, but yeah, so, you know, this song made it because it's a hit, it's a massive hit. This song's got a really good groove, as I noticed when I was mixing it. You know, when you cut it down to your drums, bass, and the guitar, and it's put in exactly the right way so that it does form a groove. Put in the little cowbells and something about it is actually a really cool groove that's sort of infective. You know, I think it's part of the reason why it was a hit is because it's perfect tempo to dance to as well. I saw an interview with Kate Pearson. She's the one who owns The Shack.
Yeah.
One of the singers, right?
Yeah.
They were just jamming, trying to write this song. Fred Schneider came up with the idea and the title of the song, and they just had to make it, right? They weren't like a pop band. They're an indie band.
Quite quirky.
Yeah, it was uni students who liked them. That was it. In Australia, they would have been a Triple J band, right? At first, when the song did come out, it would not be played on commercial radio stations. They didn't like it. The university radio stations played it, but there's just so many people and kids, influential kids, that took it and it got its legs. But they were jamming, going over and over and over and jamming on the song. They had PA and the bands all set up, banging out this thing. And it was at a house, you know, this old shack. And they're just banging it out. And they had parts, I think she said, the tin roof rusted was something he heard them say. And he's going, what? And he goes, you got to keep that. That's cool. It was every shack had a rusted roof. And
Yeah, I heard the story where he had the Love Shack in a little place where that bit, and it was just in there once. So then one of the girls was like, we got to do that again. And he was like,
developed it.
No, we don't. And then
Yeah.
they had an argument and they won.
That's right. I know it's one of the most popular songs in music history. I think it was like, you know, top 2,000 songs of forever.
Right.
And being a musician and you playing live, I used to cringe when people used to ask for it. It used to be a running joke, you know, like, and I was at this gig last night. It was horrible. They all wanted us to play Love Shack, you know, and I saw this cute girl come up to me and she ruined it all by asking for Love Shack, you know. It was always a joke, right? Because we used to think, like, of all songs, being a piano player in piano bars, I used to hate American Pie because it had so many verses, and to me, I was only a young lad and I thought it was boring, right? But I made a lot of tips every time that I played it. Along with Piano Man, you put on the old thing. So So this song isn't the most loved song as far as musicians, and also it was Fred who said in his interview how it was really top of the charts in karaoke. One of the most butchered songs in karaoke bars all around the world. And I have been to many karaoke bars and I have heard this song. And when the song stops and the whole tin roof rusted, there's always a terrible...
You get the dogs wanting to join in with it as well.
That's right.
So I remember it was a while ago that you mentioned, oh, could you do the guy part in Love Shack? And I thought, oh, I can, because I used to, it's bizarre. If I think about it, I've done the guy part, I've done one of the girls' parts, I've done the other girls' parts, depending on which girl is happened to be standing next to me on the stage.
We are all musical hoes, really, aren't we?
Yeah, I've done the guitar, I've done the bass, and I've done the drums. The only thing I haven't done is keyboard and horns. The reason why I mention that is because I go, oh, wait, which role do you want me to play?
Yes.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
I have been giving you a few different hats lately.
Yeah, it's good.
The Disco Inferno horn part and everything, that was awesome.
Yeah, it's good fun.
You know, look, to pay the bills as a musician, you're doing it as a career, it's a hard way to pay your bills. And I know this because it was my life. I started playing keyboards when I was 8. I started playing in hotels when I was old enough. And sometimes... Well, a lot of the times we do stuff and we play music that we weren't always 100% aligned with because the crowd want it, where it's our job to entertain. And this is why this song shifted off the not doing list, because, we started to appeal to people who wanted to be entertained more than,
Yeah, well, it's interesting how a song can depict what you're going to do.
I don't actually know what you're doing until I get the video later, because I'm at the back, I'm playing keys, I'm singing, and I choose the take and I'm editing the video and I look at it and go, I just laugh at a moment, something I totally missed.
I think that's the same for all of us, because I'll be in my little pocket of the room and then there'll be stuff going on elsewhere, especially when you've got two chicks that are on that side of me.
Well, another reason too, I think that we could pull this off is having that energy between Nikki and Chloe has always been great, and it's an unbeatable combination. I think. And those girls doing this, look, I know that those girls, just like us, have had their fair share of people going, do Love Shack, and they're going, oh, right.
Well, I find that it's a fascinating song. I was like you, where I was a bit like, that song. Like, there's, what is it? Rock Lobster would
song.
be one that, if you ask me what's my favourite, it'd probably be that. But then having to learn,
not as big a hit though.
That's right.
Yes.
But then once you learn Love Shack, and then you have to do all of the different parts. Another reason why I mentioned it is because when you really get into the bass part, it's like, oh man, this is actually really cool. And it's clever because then when you realise that the guitar is doing a B flat major and the bass is standing on a G, then you go, that's just a really clever way of making it a G minor 7 from two different instruments.
It's two different players with a different style, and it just happens a magic. I really enjoyed mixing this song because it has a lot of moving parts. On the day when I'm playing cowbells and hand claps on the top keyboard and then doing organ and brass and knowing when to stop playing that and get back to the clap, because that was an essential element, and still only having one guitar tone, not two, like your solo was the same tone, right?
Yeah.
And we had that little special thing in the middle of your solo where Chloe's hitting. So, but the same tone, I didn't separate your guitar. It just is the same sound throughout the whole song, just a little louder in the solo, right? And it just makes, it's not a very complicated song. It doesn't have 10 synthesizers, 4 guitars and acoustics, and it doesn't have that many backing vocals, but you all have to know your parts correctly. And it's so difficult to pull off a song that is so fun, recorded so well in that sort of everyone's invited party atmosphere, even with the party going on in the back of the recording. The opening of Love Shack has this whole party going on, and it's that vibe, instant vibe. You go, wow, it's starting. They haven't even started anything, just drums, and there's a party going on.
Yeah, I was pretty tired at the end of the day after that for the afternoon and the evening.
That's what we do.
Because, you know, you have
to throw out all the energy.
Yeah, now speaking of what you were saying, you just reminded me having to know your parts and talking about the guitar sound. So the first thing, it's good to know that you're actually supposed to be doing the guitar because...
Yeah, well, look, there's maybe... I've got a busy life, man, all right? I was in communication. So Crafty did not know that he was playing the guitar on this track. I mean, everyone else did know that, but he didn't. So on the day...
Minor detail, really.
We're probably, I don't know, everyone's arrived, we're just about to go through it, and everyone's got their in-ears and the lights are all on. Camera guy's there going as well. I'm ready to start testing, and you go, who's playing guitar?
I was looking around.
And I go, you.
What do you mean?
It instantly happened. I knew what had happened. And I go, you know the parts, right? That
yeah,
you
well,
are an accomplished musician.
I didn't actually know the actual part. Like when I played it on guitar, I'd realised, like in the past, that I was just kind of making my way through it, but not actually really focused and know the actual part. So as soon as you said you're playing guitar, my thought was, well, I didn't bring a guitar.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you have a guitar.
Yes.
Your lovely Telecaster on the wall.
Yeah.
And so, and of course, no amp. So we just plug it straight in.
That's right. Just used an amp sim inside.
Oh, yes.
Do you want an amp sim? Or you want to just clean like that? Shut up, just put it.
Oh, yeah, I guess something to make it feel... The telly's probably, out of all of the guitars, probably the perfect choice for this song.
Yeah, so I reckon you're right.
You could maybe strap it.
We need a verdict. How soft is this?
Go again.
Yeah, there we go.
Just a touch.
Yeah. That's better, yeah. So that worked out really well. What didn't work out really well was me not knowing the part, but what then eventually worked after about 5 minutes of I quickly played the song and just figured out all of the bits that I wasn't sure of. Like, is that what he does?
Yes.
Oh, that's really cool. And of course, everybody's trying to say, hi, Crafty, how you going? I'm like, what?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, hi. Yeah, I'm trying to, just, don't mind me, just trying to learn how this song goes.
Yeah. I could have been in the background saying, slacker. You know, that guy, he's learning his part at the last minute. You know? I mean, I give him one job, you know? He's not even, didn't even know.
Which is actually 2 jobs now, because it's singing and playing guitar.
That's a great story, actually. The fact that you played so well, I'm very impressed. And you were jumping around as you do, and it all worked out great. Even in the little bass breakdown, you ended up somewhere on the floor, and then bouncing back up, and it all just worked out. So it is a repeated part, but you can't lose, you can't be out of time. There's bends in it as well, so you've got to be able to play at a certain standard to be able to pull this song off, and prove yourself there, mate. Absolutely.
So the guitar, just plugging it straight in, it's not a problem when you go, oh, I don't have an amp. Oh, that's okay.
That's right.
Plug it straight in, and
because we're all using ears, now, because everyone in the room now is wearing ears. I'm thinking that
he means in-ear monitoring.
In-ear monitors. We're wearing ears, so that means we don't even need the speakers on at all. In fact, the speakers are probably on for the camera guy to know where he is or anything like that. It's probably only just for his. And for, you hear the drums, maybe we don't even need the speakers anymore. With my new rig from the Allen and Heath desk, now when I press play, a playback, it used to just come through the speakers. Now it comes through your ears as it just happened. So your mix, and it just plays it back perfectly through your ears. And so everyone can just sit there and hear a version of it straight back, and it's a much better experience on playback, because we used to always just wait till the end, do it, take, and then right at the end I'll go, okay, check it, it sounds all good, okay, see you later.
But
bye-bye.
You can do it just straight away now.
Yeah, and everyone hears it.
So, Darren, you mentioned the new Allen and Heath desk that you got. Check it out.
Yeah, the new baby, new toy. So all of our in-ear monitors are down here, so you can say, you're number 3, so bam, and you got
different
the
mix.
Whole band, all of the drums here, then all the keyboards and vocals, coming back from Logic, your click track, everything's there. So, and everyone has their own mix in stereo.
That's great. And then?
And here on an iPad, because it's this, I can actually have a look at everything's that, all of The mixers, if you want to change, I can do a change for you.
Yeah.
All right, you're the vocals. There you are. Turn you up or down in your ears. Change it for anyone. This is all the mixers, all the individual mixers, and I can see the metering of the actual incoming signals. So while it's playing, I can actually see the inputs and see whether anything's turned up too loud and recording incorrectly. So this is the ultimate.
Yeah.
And I can have as many of these hooked up to the rig as I want. So maybe I'll place some iPads around the room so that you guys can all just adjust your own stuff. Because I'm sick of, changing. You're so demanding, man. It's just so much work. We don't really need amps, I don't suppose. Probably don't even need that bass amp, but I like to feel the bass in the body, as well. So something about that. That's where you lose with electronic kits. I think that electronic kits are on my don't do list because you can't feel that tom or that snare in your colon, when someone's rocking out and hit it. Because no matter where you are in the room, what you're doing, you feel the drums in the air.
Yeah, there's something really good about the way that the electronic drum sound is. Every year it's getting better and better and more realistic, but it's just not the same.
Because of the feeling. Take the sound away and the energy is not there. There isn't any.
Yeah.
Right? And that's probably the thing that I'm really trying to get, because I really want an acoustic kit in what we do all the time. I can't find a way of, drum pads are great for little specials.
If we do Devo or something like that, it'd be nice to have is it Simmons?
Yes, Simmons. I think there's Simmons drum kit, but I think the actual sounds could have even came from a Lin drum system. So those days, just plug a jack from each element into something else.
Yeah, and I mean, I saw Devo live in 2008, and so the guy that's now the Foo Fighters drummer, which is Josh Freese, he's the Devo drummer, and he was using a real kit.
Yes.
Like they
That's right.
you could just, add in little extra sounds and,
of course, just trigger stuff, yeah. I think triggers are everywhere now. You can really do so much. I've got a lot of tech at my fingertips, and I like the way that mixing raw without using tricks. Even the latest version of Logic now has the ability to get a stereo file and split it into stems.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Inside Logic, and I haven't actually upgraded it to it yet, but I see all of the stuff online, people saying works so well. And
so just for people that don't know what a stem is, it's where it just splits it up into just
separate
guitar,
parts.
just vocals, just drums, or is it kick, snare, everything, or just drums?
It's drums, yeah.
Yeah, that's even still.
If it was only drums, it may be able to split it. Well, I'll dive into. I just think, even now with Apple Music, when you're driving along in your car, if you're using Apple Music, I noticed that you can take the vocals out to sing along. There's a vocal volume button, and they're using technology just to take the vocals out as you're driving along. And I haven't seen it in Spotify or anything else, but I mean, this is tech that's just real time now.
Yeah.
Right? Real time.
That's crazy.
That's karaoke everywhere. That's karaoke all the time. People could sing along with sing-along songs.
They can
sing it live.
They can sing along with Sing It Live.
Bit of a mouthful, really.
Mute me, mute Chloe and Nikki, and then just sing along.
Be Crafty, be Nikki, be,
Crazy.
be crazy. There's a couple of moments that are hilarious, and this is the girls who are cheesing it up because the song isn't their favourite thing, but they're having fun because they just love being together and doing this, right?
I don't think by my wardrobe I could tell that it was a cheesy song.
They are, and when Chloe, when there's talking about bang, bang, bang on the door, baby, and Chloe gives Nikki's bum a slap, and I don't think Nikki expected it to be quite as hard as it was, because she got a little bit of a woof, and Chloe at the moment it happened saw that, and it was all just, if you could slow down time, it was just hilarious, and Chloe loved the whole idea of it, punching up close to the lens.
Yes.
Boom, boom. And that little, I think those two moments are just totally gold. And of course the solo, so
yeah.
There's lots of entertainment value in it. People would definitely
nice.
love it. Yeah.
Well, and it's Love Shack, so if you're not going to get amongst it, go home, right?
If you're a Love Shack hater, it's a hit. This is a massive hit. And, you know, this is entertainment. So, you know, if you thought the song was crap, you wouldn't be even listening to us crap on about it, really, would you? So
No.
why are you even here? If you get any warriors on this,
but
I'm
thank
going to
you.
be on your ass. Any warriors?
Well, this has been fun. We got to hang out here more often.
We should. We
Yeah.
should. You know, we could do the whole radio jock on the deck thing, perhaps, you know. I could
Coming
put on,
at you live.
I could put on my $5 cash voice. It could be fantastic. That's the next one.
Maybe $10. We'll work on it. So thank you very much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you learnt something, if you have a suggestion for other B52 songs for us, whatever, then leave it in the comments below.
Or other songs that seem sort of wacky and why would you do that, but really are smash hits and that make you feel a certain way because, you know,
Because that's
we're
what
all
we're all
young
about.
once, right? We're all young once, you know?
That's right.
Yes.
Yes. So if you haven't already done so, subscribe to Sing It Live, hit the notification bell, and then you'll know exactly when the next song is up, even though it's the same time each week. So there's also a bunch of crafty music tips videos on this channel, not only Sing It Live related, but music tips related. We'll see you in another one of these really soon. Say bye to Harley. Bye, Harley. Woof.
Yeah, just keep touching my bum. It's all good.